In with election 2025 coverage, Illinois voters head to the polls today for the consolidated general election. Several communities will decide their next mayor.
And on that list is Quincy. Incumbent Republican Mayor Mike Troe faces independent candidate and former city treasurer Linda Moore. Troe focused much of his campaign on job growth within the city and bringing in more industry. Moore stressed the importance of building up infrastructure around Quincy, including a promise to fix all the city's potholes within 100 days.
However, they both agree on one thing: all citizens should head out to the polls today.
Local elections decide aldermen and city offices. So those local elections are really important to our residents, and they're going to determine future policy. So it's important to get out and vote and let their voice be heard.
Yeah, it's important. This is the choice that voters have to make a selection. And take that opportunity. There are too many people in our history that have died on the battle lines to give us this right.
Quincy voters will also decide on 4 park board seats and 2 ballot measures. First, speaking of ballot measures, is the non-binding referendum QRILE, or Quincy for registration, inspection, licensing, and enactment, requiring landlords to register with the city and grading their properties on a scale for a fee of $33 per rental property per year.
Second, Quincy voters will weigh in on whether to keep the city's electric aggregation program, which has required customers to opt out of energy aggregation with each new contract.
And today, voters will decide mayoral elections in Warsaw, Winchester, Pittsfield, and Colchester as well.
Across Illinois, there are also multiple school board races and various seats for local villages and townships.
Before you head to the polls, you can find more election 2025 information right now at WGEM.com. Just click on the top article there. That will take you to this page where you can see the past stories and issues on the ballot, as well as sample ballots. Polls are open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. today.